plants. You see them everywhere we go. You walk outside, you're going to see a giant tree, whether it be a big oak wood or a small tiny flower. We see them. We post them everywhere we are, whether it be on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, or Instagram. We always see them where we go. But every time, and I want you guys to do this with me, everybody take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. Do you know what's happening? You're inhaling O2, oxygen, and you're exhaling CO2. Now, do we know what's going on here? That's the process of photosynthesis that I'm going to tell you about today. Now, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a process by which green plants and other green organisms, they use sunlight in order to convert carbon dioxide and water into photosynthesis. And right here is the formula. You got 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O, and that process with the solar energy right here turns into C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Now, thanks to Renninger in his book of the process of photosynthesis, we now know that photosynthesis is a mutual benefit between two organisms, us and plants. And we use it by cellular respiration, which is a whole different process, and plants use it by photosynthesis. Now, chemical formula here is provided by Kahn, CEO of Khan Academy, on an article, The Process of Photosynthesis. Now, Compton, who provided me with this image right here, can show you that sunlight is the first step of this process. This step charges up the organelle called the chloroplast, which is right here, this entire organelle, which gives plants their green tone and enables photosynthesis to happen. Now, all these little cells right here, these are called thylakoids. Think of it like a car battery. The car battery has lead cells in it that charge up in order to produce energy. Same thing with these. You also got the stroma, which is a fluid that goes in between these, which basically conducts the energy. And you got the granum, outer membrane, inner membrane, and the stroma, which connects these two. And you got the inner cell membrane, which protects the plant from the inside. Now, you got the stomata right here. You got the stomata right here. And what this does, this allows CO2 to be sucked into the plants. And this, you can see right here, it's open and it's closed. So think of it like your lungs. It opens and it closes, just like your windpipe. Now, carbon dioxide is another component. It's an extremely toxic compound, especially if you hold your breath there for too long, you will eventually pass out, because it's deadly for you. But for plants, it is essential for them to live. Just like with us, we need O2. The carbon dioxide is inhaled through this organelle, and it begins the photosynthesis through the stroma. And right here, you can see the chemical diagram right here for CO2. Now, water, aka essential for all life. If we did not have water, we would not have photosynthesis. This world would be filled with carbon due to all the organelles. Now, water is extremely important when it comes to photosynthesis. It is because it's what allows oxygen to be produced. Right here, you can see the water formula, H2O. You got 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Now, without water and sunlight, there would be no photosynthesis for organelles and no life at all. This is why it is such a necessity for us to have. Now, going back to my previous slide right here, all these components play a key part. When the stomata inhales the CO2, it goes into here. When the sunlight hits it, when sunlight hits the leaf, the chloroplast absorbs all that energy, charges up the thylakoids, and starts this process. Now you can see here, interior here, we got lumen. This is like the inside of the cell batteries, and they're what charges up and starts off this process. Now, without water, none of this would be possible. Without water, we would not have photosynthesis to occur due to this process, because due to the xylem, which is in the plants as well, it's not in this diagram, but due to the xylem, it travels up the roots into the leaves, causing chloroplast to happen. Now, this all sounds very, very confusing, but if you break it down into the simple steps, it's actually very, very simple. You got 6 CO2, which is what you exhale. You got water, which comes from rain. This arrow represents solar energy, which is represented through the sun. And the byproduct is C6H12O6, which anybody knows basic biology 101, that's glucose. And the product that we all use, which is O2. which allows for many of us to breathe in the oxygen that we need. Now, due to recent events, we have had a lot of trouble with this. We have had the Amazon. Anybody have heard about that? The Amazon have burned, many large, hundreds of acres have burned down. And that basically is like inhaling a cigarette. It's cut the lungs that we have on our planet in half. And it's very, very difficult for us to get this process going back again. Now, there is one way we can figure this out, is with bamboo. Scientists in China have proven that bamboo absorbs more CO2 and expels more oxygen than normal oak wood tree or redwood trees. Now, this is one way we can figure this out, and it's the very same process that we have right here. It's the very same process, but it expels more. I can go through that. I cannot go through that because it's a very difficult scientific process to talk about, but these are the basic concepts for photosynthesis. Now that you have known how we breathe every single day, I guess we can be a little more grateful for when we breathe in each breath, and you can probably scare our dog away from peeing on a tree. Thank you all very much, and thank you so much.